Today I want to talk about the best investment that I had for Lego for 2022. And I also want to talk about the worst investment I made with my Legos for 2022. So I've invested in Lego for many years. I've enjoyed doing it, and I've always kind of tinkered with it for many years and bought a few sets here and a few sets there and put them away. I've always done pretty well with the Legos that I've purchased. I've held them for a few years and then eventually sold them. I've sold most of my older ones. But in 2021, I kind of went a little bit bigger with my investment. I was looking at different ideas and I thought Legos have a good investment track record. And so I thought I want to go bigger with Lego this year and see what happens. So I started looking at all the investments that were available in 2021. And I chose quite a few. I bought a pretty large number, and I'll talk about that in a future video, how many Lego sets I have right now. But the two I want to talk about right now is the one set that is my best investment, and that one is the one right here, Stranger Things. I bought quite a few sets of those and put them back. Throughout 2022, I've actually started selling them. I've sold most of them on eBay. And I've more than doubled my money on each one of them. I bought all of those for around $200 a set. I didn't get them on sale. I bought them at full retail. But each set I've sold for over $400. And so I've done pretty well. The set that's my worst investment for 2022 actually is the Technic Bugatti. It was supposed to retire back in 2021, at the end of 2021. And so I bought a few sets of those as well, thinking that once it retires, it'll go up in value. Lego changed their mind. Originally, they were going to retire it, and they decided not to. So it's still available. You can still buy it. But it's an expensive set. It's over $300, and it's also a relatively large set, as you can see. So that was my worst investment. The Stranger Things sets, I bought quite a few more of those than I did the Bugatti. So it actually turned out to be a pretty good investment either way. And I'm just going to sit on the Bugattis for a while. I'll probably sit on them for another 3 or 4 years. I do think they'll retire pretty soon, maybe at the end of this year or sometime next year. And then after they retire, they will probably start going up in value. But that just means I'm going to have to sit on them for longer before I'll be able to sell them. There's other two sets that I'd like to talk about too that you can buy right now that I think are going to take off and do really well, similar to how Stranger Things did last year. The first set is the Sesame Street set. Now, unfortunately, it literally just retired, and so it may be a little tough to find it. You still may be able to find it in some stores or in Target or Walmart, but it is sold out on Lego.com right now. You can find it on Amazon, but you can't find it at retail. You'll have to spend a little bit more money on Sesame Street. But they've got some great characters in this one, and I think that one of the reasons that the Stranger Things set has done so well is because it had 8 minifigures, and people just love those minifigures, and the Sesame Street's the same way. It's got some great, Big Bird, Bert and Ernie. Those are some great minifigures that I think is going to continue to do well over time. The other set that I think is really going to do well, and they're also speculating it's going to retire soon, is the Central Perk set, also known as the Friends set. It's been out for a few years, and they're talking about retiring it. I think it'll retire soon. It's not sold out yet. You can still buy it on Lego.com. You can still buy it on Amazon.com. It's actually even on sale right now on Amazon.com, so you can get it for around $50. I would suggest buying a few of those. Again, it's got 6 minifigures. The Friends set, people love Friends. I mean, it's been off the air for so many years, and yet people still love watching Friends. I think it's one of those timeless comedies that'll do well, and people who don't even know that it's a set right now, a year from now or 2 years from now, and then they realize, oh, you can buy a Lego set of Friends and Central Perk. I think that's going to do really well. So I would buy a few of those sets, put them back, give it a year or two. Now, I don't know they'll do as good as Stranger Things. That's one of those sets that just absolutely has taken off better than almost any other set I've seen. But I think if you can get a couple of Sesame Streets, especially if you can get them at retail or close to retail, great idea. And the Central Perk, I think that's another great one you should consider buying.